Welcome you guys to the last part of I Wish It Was You. As you can see, I dressed like a princess myself. I hope you guys like the new outfit. I want to say thank you. I love you guys so much for staying till the end and for all the support. Also stay for the end of the video because I have 2 fanarts I made for you guys. Now grab your tissues and enjoy the video. Weeks passed and it's 2 days before the wedding. Hinata has been extremely busy preparing. Hinata is inside the banquet hall checking the decorations. Princess, do you like it so far? Oh yeah, I guess. Hinata doesn't really care about the decoration, or the wedding for that matter. He only wonders what the future has in hold for him and how he will learn to love Kageyama. Hinata. Oh, Natsu. Natsu has just returned from school. All alphas and betas are allowed to go to school, but omegas are only allowed to by the head of the household. Brother, why didn't you tell me you were getting married? Hinata scratched the back of his head with a nervous smile. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. Natsu pouted as she looked at her brother. Hey Natsu, I just didn't want you to worry since you are in school. Natsu rushed and gave Hinata a hug and looked up at his face. Brother, do you love him? Hinata hesitated to answer and refused to make eye contact with Natsu. Why yeah, I do. Natsu released the hug and looked at Hinata. Why are you lying to me? Not though. Brother, I don't want you to marry someone you don't love. Hinata clenched his fist and tears started swelling in his eyes. You should be happy and make your own choices. Come on, let's go ask brother to dance. Shut up. Natsu flinched and looked at Hinata as he had an angry expression on his face. What the hell do you know? You're a beta. You don't know my struggles. Hinata realized what he said and quickly covered his mouth with both hands. Natsu, I'm so sorry. Natsu walked up to Hinata and gave him another hug. Natsu. Hinata, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were having a hard time. After hearing Natsu's word, Hinata hugged Natsu back and cried harder. 5 minutes later. Hey Hinata? Yeah. Can you tell me who you love? Oh well, his name is Noya. Noya? Yeah, I met him about 2 months ago but I don't know much about him. Natsu let go of Hinata. Do you want to marry him instead? I would, but I have duties to fulfill. Hinata smiled sadly and looked toward the ground. Anyway, I have to finish planning, I will talk to you later. But Hinata. Hinata left out of the banquet room without looking back. Okay, next I have to go to a final dress fitting. I need to keep myself distracted. After a tiring day, Hinata returned early to prepare for another day of preparations for the wedding. The next day. Princess, please wake up. Ugh yeah. The flower arranger is here. Hinata jumped up and quickly got ready. Oh no. When Hinata finished meeting the flower arranger, he ran into Kageyama. Hinata. Oh Kageyama. Are you on your way to the gate? The gate? To greet the guest. Hinata slapped his own forehead in frustration. Ugh, I forgot. Don't worry, you have been busy. How about I greet the guest and you go rest, tomorrow is a big day. Hinata sighed. Okay, thank you. No problem. Hinata walked off and returned to his room while Kageyama went to the front gate to greet the guest. Kageyama's point of view. A limousine pulls up in front of the palace and a man stepped out. Presenting the first crown prince of Karasuno. Prince Nishinoya Yuu and Count Tsukishima. Welcome, Your Highness. Thank you. Prince, you need to answer more formally. What, why? Oh, it's fine. Isn't the first crown princess supposed to greet His Highness as well? I deeply apologize, the princess has been very busy planning for the wedding, he is extremely tired. Oh, then it can't be helped. Okay then, these 2 maids will show you to your room. Okay then, I will leave. Oh, also one more thing. Me, you and King Oikawa will have dinner together tonight at 8 p.m. Interesting. I'll be there. Noya walked off and went to his room. 8 p.m. that night. At the king's dining room. Welcome Prince Noya. Oh thank you your majesty. Have a seat. Oh okay. Noya sat down close to Oikoa. So how have you gotten used to the workload yet? Sadly I haven't, it's too tiring. Haha I see, you will eventually. Also I heard you are engaged. Oh no, I am no. I think you heard wrong. Huh, did I? But I thought you needed to marry the saint of your country, Asahi. About that, my mother was found out to be my father's fated pair. Oh I see. Since Noya's mother is the king's fated pair, it proves that Noya is a product of love. Therefore loved by God and named a holy child. Actually I have a favor to ask. Oh really, ask away. I would like to take your headmaid as my bride. Wait what? Are you sure? Yes, I fell in love with him long ago. Okay. Oikoa signals one of the lower maids to go fetch the headmaid. 10 minutes later the headmaid arrived. Yes your highness. As soon as he heard him arrive he stood up in excitement. But then he froze. Huh? Who are you? I am the headmaid Kong. Kong? Is this not who you were looking for? No, I'm looking for May. I'm sorry your highness but there is no one in our staff with that name. Noya felt a small pain in his chest. I'm sorry, they must have lied about working here. No it's nothing, I will find them later. They then all finished their meals and returned to their rooms. The next day arrived quickly. It was finally Hinata's wedding day. Princess hurry and wake up, we need to start your preparation. Huh? But it's 7 a.m. We have a lot to do. Ugh. Hinata get out of bed and started preparing for the wedding. The maids polished him head to toe. 5 hours later. Okay we are done princess. Finally. We have about an hour left until the wedding starts, so you will wait here. Okay. While Hinata sat and waited his little sister walked in. Hey Hinata. Oh hey Natsu. Hinata gaze immediately went down when he remembered what happened 2 days before. Hinata, I really want to know if you want to do this. I really care for you and really want you to be happy. Natsu, thank you but I have to do this. But Hinata it's not only your feelings, what about Prince Kageyama? I know but, what else do I do? Natsu walked in front of Hinata and grabbed his face with both hands. Hinata please, I beg you. Please be with someone that makes you happy. Be but I. You have a choice don't let brother change that. Hinata sighed then looked at Natsu. Fine I will talk to brother. Natsu smiles and let go of Hinata. Good but hurry you don't have that much time left. Okay. Hinata ran out to go find Oikoa. He found Oikoa about to leave his room. Brother. Huh? Hinata, what are you doing here? Can we talk? Sure. Oikoa let Hinata inside his room so that they could sit and talk. So what do you have to say? The wedding starts soon. Hinata nervously looked at Oikoa and struggled to get his words out. I don't want to Want to what? Hinata clenched his fist and closed his eyes, then shouted. I don't want to marry him. Hinata panted after saying what he said. And when he opened his eyes, he saw a sinister smile on Oikoa's face. Hinata flinched and backed away from Oikoa. That must be the funniest thing you have ever say. Brother, I'm not joking. Oikoa sighed and walked up to Hinata. Do you think an Omega like you has a choice? Who the hell filled your head with an idea like that? And what happened to that love you had for him? Oikoa laughed at Hinata. But I love someone else. Love someone? Do you think that matters? Let me tell you something, you will walk down that aisle. Or Natsu will be married off and you will be sold. Hinata lost all strength in his legs and fell to the ground. Now hurry and get ready, also clean yourself. Oikoa left out the room leaving Hinata on the floor in tears. Hinata eventually got up and returned to his room to prepare himself for the wedding without a single word. "Oh Hinata, did you talk to brother?" Hinata didn't speak to Natsu, he only walked by preparing himself to walk down the aisle. "Brother, why are you still getting ready? What happened?" "Princess, only 15 more minutes. We have to leave." Hinata turned around and looked at Natsu with a sad smile and said, "You know the boy I met? I really do wish it was him." With those last words Hinata walked out, leaving Natsu speechless. "As I thought, I really hate you Natsu. But love you at the same time." 15 minutes later. The wedding is about to start. Noya's points of view. "This room is very beautiful." "It is." Now entering Prince Kageyama Tobio of Shiratorizawa. Everyone stood as he entered. It seemed the wedding has started. One by one the bridesmaids and groomsmen made their way down the aisle. Then they made it to the flower girl, Natsu. Everyone knew that soon the bride would be appearing. Hinata's point of view. "Calm down, you can do this. You have to, for the country and for Natsu. Even though I can't have full happiness, I'll at least try to find it. Only a few seconds until the doors open to the wedding hall. Just look forward." The doors slowly opened, revealing the hall. Now presenting the first princess of Aoba Josei. Princess Hinata Shoyo. Hinata started walking down the aisle, not looking at anything around him, only what was directly in front of him. Noya's point of view. "What the fuck? Are you serious? God must be playing a cruel joke on me. But why is my chest starting to burn?" Hinata's point of view. "I feel funny. My heart stings for some reason. I can't let that bother me right now. But what is that voice? I want him. I found him. Stop. I love him." "Love who?" Hinata reached the altar and grabbed Kageyama's hand. "No, not him." "Then who?" "My love. Nishinoya." "What?" "May? Your Highness, what are you doing? Sit down." Hinata turned around immediately. The first thing he saw was Noya's face. "Noya? Huh? You know him already?" I. All of a sudden Hinata had a hard time breathing. "Huh? Hinata, are you okay?" "Your Highness." The same thing was happening to Noya, and Noya fell conscious. "Someone call the saint." "Oh my. You don't think? It seems they may be fated pairs. And on his wedding day too, I pity him." After hearing those words, Hinata slowly lost consciousness, faintly hearing Kageyama scream out to him. Noya and Hinata were placed in separate rooms while all the guests were taken to the banquet hall. 3 hours later. Hinata finally regains consciousness. He woke up to many people in his room, including both his brothers. "So that's how it is." "Yes, it is confirmed that they are fated pairs." Hinata jumped up when he heard those words. "Wait, what? Oh brother, you are awake." Natsu ran over to give Hinata a hug. "Can you repeat what you said?" "Oh yes, it seems you and Prince Noya are fated pairs." Hinata couldn't believe what he was hearing. Him and Noya fated pairs, it was unbelievable. But then he noticed. "Wait, did you say Prince?" "Huh? Oh yes, Prince Noya. His full title is First Crown Prince of Karasuno, Prince Nishinoya Yuu." Shocked for words, Hinata was speechless. Well, this changes nothing." "Huh? What? You will still marry Prince Kageyama?" "What, no? I said you will and you will. We can't risk going to war with their country." But just because you have a fated pair doesn't mean." Oikawa was interrupted when they heard a knock on the door. "Excuse me, may I come in?" "Of course." Hinata didn't make eye contact with Kageyama. For some reason he felt guilty. "May I talk with Hinata alone?" Sure." Everyone left the room. Kageyama then sat in the chair next to the bed. Hinata didn't say a word and only waited. Hinata flinched. About the wedding. Hinata tightened his grip on the covers. I want to. Hinata was scared. What was going to happen to him? Cancel it. Huh? Dumbfounded, Hinata didn't believe his ears. What did you say? I said I want to cancel the wedding. To be honest, I knew that you don't actually love me, but I really wanted to believe that you could. No, please don't lie to me. To be honest, it really does hurt, but I want you to be happy. And I'm pretty sure that's the person you were talking about with your sister. You heard that? Yeah, as soon as I saw the look you gave him when he called you, I knew it was him, the person you've been yearning for. Hinata had no words. He didn't know what to say. Only, I'm sorry. Kageyama silently got up from the chair and walked towards the door. Don't worry, I won't go to war with you guys. You are someone that will always be precious to me. Kageyama then left. Tears started to flow from Hinata's eyes. He didn't know if it was because he was happy for being free or because he was sad after hurting someone. Hinata then fell asleep crying. Noya's point of view. So I finally found my fated pair. And the one I love. And he is a princess. This is unbelievable. I'm sorry to say, but just because he is your fated pair, it will still be hard for you to marry him. Why? Remember, he's engaged to Prince Kageyama. Just because he's your fated pair doesn't mean they have to cancel the engagement. It could lead to war. Ugh, what? While talking, they heard a knock at the door. Excuse me, can we speak? Oh, sure. Kageyama walked up to Noya and placed a hand on his shoulder. I cancelled our engagement. And don't worry, we will not go to war. After that, Kageyama walked out before hearing a reply from Noya. What just happened? Well, I guess you just earned yourself a bride without a war. Huh? I guess I have. 1 hour later. Hinata finally woke up from his nap. Oh, I fell asleep. Oh, princess, you're awake. Congratulations. Levi. Well, you found your fated pair. The realization hit Hinata and his face turned red. Hinata jumped out of the bed. Huh? Princess? Where is Prince Noya? He is in the king's room, but... Okay, thanks. Hinata ran out immediately to go find Noya. He ran into the king's room without knocking. Brother. When he entered, he saw Oikawa and Noya having tea. Hinata. Brother, I want to marry that man. Noya's face turned red when he heard Hinata's words. Sure. Wait, what? I said sure. Shiratorizawa agreed not to go to war with us, and he is a first prince after all. I have no objections, no. Oh. Well, okay. Now can the both of you please leave? I'm guessing you have a lot to talk about. They both bowed and made their way out. Nervous, they both didn't know what to say to each other. So can we sit and talk? All of a sudden Hinata grabbed Noya and gave him a kiss. Hinata. You came back. Hinata was smiling while tears were going down his face. But you have a lot of explaining to do. Oh yeah. They both went back to the spot they always used to meet up at. Under the cherry blossom tree. Noya explains everything that happened. Noya explains that he couldn't tell anyone his identity since he still wasn't confirmed as a prince or holy child. He also explained that since he wasn't confirmed as a holy child, he stayed out of contact with Hinata so that he wouldn't be in any danger. His position was still weak and he cared for Hinata very much. He wanted to get stronger and then come back for Hinata. I'm sorry, I really care for you. I can tell. So Hinata. Huh? Yes. Noya got up and then kneeled on one knee. Hinata, I love you a lot. I want you to be extremely happy, especially with me. Hinata smiled and jumped on top on Noya. Dummy, no need to propose, I said yes the moment you called for me. 3 years later. Hinata. There you are, I was looking all over for you, always in the garden. Sorry, it always remind me of the first time we met. Haha, yeah, it does. But you need to get back inside. The doctor said you shouldn't move around much. I know. Okay, let's go back inside. Okay. Noya grabbed Hinata's hand and pulled him back to the palace. You know, I really can't wait. Me either. What do you think the second gender will be? It doesn't matter to me, I'll love them regardless. Me too. Hey Hinata. Yeah? I was wondering the day you walked down the aisle, when you almost got married to Prince Kageyama. What was on your mind? Let's see. I hope I don't trip walking down. Pt.5 what? Haha. Hinata looked up and stared at the sky. I only thought that, the man at the altar. If only it was you.